First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carry for Lamar Miller. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at
all. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second and a couple. Haskins. Got a man open. It's Ross. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
To throw again on second down. Haskins hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ben Banagoo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at about the 31. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Haskins. And Thomas has it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Haskins will throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
We got 3.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Haskins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the island.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, Haskins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third down, Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Banagoo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Haskins. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Single.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Move.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. Thomas, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Tannehill. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 52 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you? Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. Hey, 2. Here we go.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Watch 54.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. This one caught by Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go. Mike 54.
Right here, right here.
Ready.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Right back to him on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready? 70, Indy.
All day defense.
General West.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Patriots, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I'll leave them old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge.